All right, starting up some city skylines. Make sure Nightbox working. It is. And welcome everybody. Kank out here. This is pretty much my game that I play when I don't want to play something multiplayer. I just want to chill and lose my brain into a game for a while. And so, figured I'm just gonna do a quick stream before the Star Citizen stream tonight, and start a new city in City Skylines. So this is all the expansions except for the natural disaster expansion. I don't have that one, but I have everything else. And um, it's a little background. I do have 500 plus hours in this game. Not new, but I'm sure there are things out there I don't know. So definitely leave a comment below if there's something you see that you want changed or whatevs. Um, I do have mods. I have a bunch of mods. The one mod off the bat you'll notice is that I do have the 81 tile mod, so all the tiles are unlockable. So I do start the game with a little bit more money than normal, but it doesn't really matter. Just kind of speeds it up a little bit, in my opinion. But yeah, uh, appreciate everybody showing up today, and let's start this thing up. We're gonna do a new game here. I downloaded a map, um, the Shanghai V12 on the workshop. It's pretty cool. Um, so far, I tested it out just a little bit to see if it would work, and it does look really good. It's flat. I love flat things. I hate having to deal with mountains and stuff like that. So we'll give it a shot. See how it goes. I do have music on in this game, like the in-game music. I don't normally play with music on. I normally have my own music on, but I figured for the stream I just put it on because I'm not gonna grab some lo-fi shenanigans somewhere or royalty-free stuff. So just do that on. And if you hear video games in the background, the wife is playing Horizon Forbidden West right now. So that will be going on in the background. But I tested this morning. It doesn't seem to pick up unless I'm actually actively talking. So part of the 81 tile mod is you get all the achievements and unlock all the crap right at the beginning, which is fine because I'm not in this to achievement hunt or anything like this. This is our starting area here. We're actually going to buy one tile right off the bat. I need this tile to be able to make my road system. You'll see it's a custom road system that I like. I'm actually going to buy a couple just so I can show off. This came with the mod. That's a really cool intersection or interchange. I really like that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start over here on this water line. And we'll build on this water line to start. Take some of that back and actually go into audio and kill some of the sound effects. We'll lower it because it's still loud. All right, and then so I'll try to name off the mods that I have when I go to use them, just so we know. Oh, I should have actually shown the mods, but you can kind of see I have. I don't actually use this one anymore because I build a specific way. So I used to use this pedestrian bridge one, where basically you could just go to a roundabout and you could make a really cool pedestrian bridge around it. Um, this unlocks all the pieces because I don't really care. I've done enough of this that I don't need to worry about that. We have anarchy on, prop and tree anarchy, prop snapping. I don't know what the. Oh, this is a you can make street crossings. Harmony is something that I think is just a prereq. more landscaping tools. So I do like I'm not playing the map that's there. Like I will make changes and go, okay, this area here is a farm area, and I will paint the farming stuff there where I want it. Mainly because I have a certain aesthetic that I like when I build this stuff. So I don't like having. I'm trying to get to that 1 million player. I haven't done it yet because I keep restarting my cities. But one of these days I will have 1 million population. It'll happen. And then I should just hit that. Does that actually work? That did work. Fantastic. Well, now we can actually look around and see all the cool stuff on this. I didn't know that they had an option like that. But this is the Shanghai map. It's super cool in my opinion. All flat. They did a really good job with the river system, and you're able to do like your trading and stuff over the river, and I thought that was really cool. Like this main river here, actually you can set up trade posts and stuff. That's why I figure I'll start here in the middle of the map, and then we can just expand out like crazy. What were the other things? Improve public transport. Yes, gotta have network extensions. Gotta have ambient sound tuner. There's some there's some ambient sound in this game that will drive you insane. So I went in here, I turned off the city sounds and I turned down the suburban sounds. But I think it's the city sounds that have the there's like a beeping noise on one of the buildings, and it is just mind numbing. Traffic manager, definitely want to have traffic manager for playing this game. It just makes everything better. Um, move it, move it mod. You'll see me use that one a lot, basically just to make things look better. And then the TMPE mod, which is all things having to do with traffic. That's what this dude up here is. I do have vehicle despawning on. I wish I was that master guy that could play without it, but I just tend to make horrible traffic messes, and then I lose my life in traffic management for like hours and hours and hours. So I tend to just play with it on. It's kind of like a easier mode. Like this is your hard mode. If you click that off, um, that's hard mode, and basically none of like if the game basically knows, hey, there's these vehicles have been alive for too long. They're probably stuck in traffic. I'm gonna get rid of them. Instead, if you click that off, they just stay, and you can just build traffic that just sits forever and ever and ever. It's kind of a nightmare. Down here in the corner, this is the Move It mod, um, and then we'll check out the other pieces and everything as we build up and all that. But to start off, we're actually going to be importing some road designs. So I definitely play a specific way, and my starting point for my cities all look the same. But as you can see, there's been different iterations, and this isn't all the iterations. So this is just the latest batch and all that kind of stuff. So the reason why I bought this territory over here was when I built this, it was on uneven land. So of course it's going to come in looking all funky. So I place it down over here where I'm not going to use it, and that way I can just copy and paste it whenever I want to use it. So I'll go over here and let's get rid of that. I don't want that. I want surfaces, trees, nodes, and segments, because I did put trees in this newest one. But you can kind of see what I'm doing here is there's a lot of walking access. It's kind of like a treehouse, but in a city. So people walk a lot in these cities, and the whole idea is to try to minimize the traffic leaving, and minimize people parking on the uh, entrance roads and exits roads. And yeah, it's really fun when you get the city up and running. It actually looks really good. So what I do is I come in here, I'll copy that, I'll paste it. where I want to put my first city. And during tests, I did where am I? Yeah, this will do. Alright, and we will start there, but I'm going to actually put into, it takes a second for it to come into existence. There we go. And then actually let's come in here, delete those, come back to movement mod, paste a second one, and you try to make them as even as possible. Right, this is the same. Yeah. And then what I do is I just line these guys up to the best of my ability. And then I like to give a good distance between them so that I can put some cool parks or mass transit or whatever in between them. Then that'll load in. Give it a second to load in. It's in. Okay, cool. And then you just delete that up and hook those back up. So I have a national road. So the vein and heart, I guess the veins of my city is this main highway. It's got like a national highway in between two interstates. So I guess this is the interstate and these would be the highway pieces, whatever. And it works out pretty well. I try to put as much of the industry traffic onto the national highway versus the main highway, and it kind of helps with traffic in general. Alright, and then do something dirty here just to start. And turn anarchy on because a lot of times, you know, you can just come in here and move stuff around a little bit. Take this and actually just delete it. That's held up by magic. You guys didn't know that magic happens, but it happens. Let me bring that down a little bit. But yeah, my roads are magical. They can float. They can do what I want it to do. And normally I would add some lane mathematics, which I'm going to do. So because this is one lane coming into 3 lanes, you want this to be a 4 lane here. And since I have a 4 lane right there, it's fine. So I'll just come in here, upgrade that to 4 lanes. And sometimes the computer can be dumb, so you come in, I have basically a tool for connecting the lanes so that they know what lane to take if they're being dumb. And we'll do the same here. Take that to 4 so that gives them an off ramp and gets them out of the way. There you go. So we've got all that coming in, all these guys coming down. If they want, they can come around all the way over here and go around. That's what they're going to have to do to start, so you will see cars coming in here and going around back that way to get to this one. Eventually, as we build this out, I'll build a better intersection here, but since it's just the start of the game, I don't want to waste all my money on messing around with highways. So let's build up our first everything. So first off, I like to do geothermal. I don't like pollution in this game. It's gonna hit through the... I don't care if it hits through it, fine. Oh, it didn't. I love when it doesn't clip through. Cool. Geothermal for power. Let's go ahead and grab a water tower. We can just do... Oh, we'll do the bigger one. Put it there. And then... like I just said earlier, I don't like pollution, so... I do have a modded sewer where I don't pollute. It just shoots clean water out. I think just pollution's nasty. Hey, Payback. Yeah, this is definitely my I need to relax game. And just chill and build up some. I have yet to get, like, I've made like a 600,000 person city, but I've never made it to 1,000,000. So that's kind of the goal of this city, is to hit 1,000,000 population. And then as we go through it, you know, I'll name like parks after people in chat and stuff like that. So Payback can get the first park if you want. So we've got a pretty good starting spot when it comes to all of our pieces. We need to throw out a little bit of power. Oh. I'm sorry, Andrew, but we'll stream tonight too. So this is kind of just a pre-stream. Let's go ahead and throw some. So down here we've got all of our building options. We've got roads and all the shenanigans that goes with roads. We've got building our districts and all that kind of stuff when it comes to, is it low residence, low density versus high density residential, commercial, and then industry and office. And so I'm going to go big and just start with high density. I always do low density on the commercial and stuff like that because it just works better. And then what I wanted to do was start the game out right. Alright, so this button down here lets you pick districts, and you can create certain districts and things like that to give these districts rules. So in this case, what I'm going to do is actually do a industry district. I'm going to plop it right here. We're going to do about... Alright, have fun at work, dude. I do about that size, because that way I can keep near the water for residential and stuff. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. And then since I'm gonna do residential, what you can do is, since I'm gonna do a logging industry here, I can come in, and since I'm playing modded and all that kind of stuff, you know, paint some trees into this area so that the industry does really well here. And so I'll show that off here. So we're gonna go to trees. Let's see, where do we want to put this? We'll put this here. No, actually, we should keep that spot. So we'll go here. And I do break my walking paths all the time for when I build in stuff. This is the one where it has the really annoyingly long buildings, but that's okay. Yeah, that ain't gonna work there. That one won't work until I change that street. Okay, and then so this is the headquarters for the forestry buildings, and then this is a workers barracks, and this here is the maintenance building. It just ups the storage capacity. When you're building a industrial area, you got these goals that you want to reach down here. So first off, it's 1 of 5 for the level. It basically goes off of how many workers are currently working at that site and how much production you've done to level it up. And these are little bonuses that you can do for it. This one will increase the upkeep, but you get better storage capacity. This one is increased worker health, and this one is increased production and building upkeep. You know, this is going to be expensive anyway, so I don't really don't give a patoot about that. But right now we've got all those buildings. Now we need buildings that will generate the base product, which is trees, lumber. So that's what this is. I'm going to build a bunch of tree yards here. And then let's see, can I place one up there? Nope, that one's going to be into the ground, so that's cool. And then over here we're going to do like, so obviously it's like a chain, as you can see here, where all the pieces lead to X, Y, and Z. So in this case, the forestry stuff, it gets used to load up the sawmill, which gives you planks. So load that up here. And then also for paper, you'd also use the woods for paper. So, and then more planks. So the first two, it's planks and paper, and this is planks and paper as well. It's just these guys here are it's kind of like an upgraded factory versus the one that you had before. And the reason I do both is because you need the workforce. So I'm just trying to build enough buildings for this whole place to level up. And then you just need a place to store it. So that's what this particular building is, and we'll set this right up here. And people can store it. And then so as we can check here, we currently have 576 worker capacity. We want to get up to like 800, so I'll end up adding more buildings. But for now, it should be fine. Actually, I'm going to add in a couple just small sapling fields just to add more jobs. Okay, that should be enough jobs. 750? Son of a bitch. That's fine. I'll figure that out later. And then we need housing. So this is a medical clinic. I tend to use the small buildings at first because they don't cost as much. That's a fire station. This is a police station. And I normally don't build schools right at the beginning, but I'm gonna. Why not? That's a library, and then we'll throw in an elementary school. I do have modded elementary schools and things like that because their capacity is garbage on some of these, and like you just have so many schools in the end that you're just like, ugh, there's too many schools. All right, so I just threw down a high school and a elementary school as well. It should be a good start. We should have tons of jobs there. Let's fill this up. And then let's go ahead and figure out the power mess. Let's do, are these little power stations that just change the radius at which the basically you can use as connectors, and I use them temporarily until the city's full up. Once the city's full up, I don't have to worry about having these temporary connections. There we go. That looks good. So we got that. We've got water. We've got jobs. All right. Now we're just waiting for people to come in. And it's good to do an industry at the beginning of the game like this. Because they tend to make a lot of money really early. Hey, come on. Give me power down here, guys. I'm gonna need trash. Where to put the trash? You know what I'll do is I'm gonna change a road real quick. So normally I'd have this be a one-way, and there's a reason for that. Eventually I'll build on the other side of the highway, and instead of, I just build a shortcut for people who want to get to that side instead of going through the mess of streets. But in this case, I want to build a recycling center, and I'm going to do it over here. Let's do the big one. Put that guy there. Okay, so we've got water, we've got all the pieces. We're not going to do any mass transit. We're going to hope people do walking. We'll jump over here. This is your kind of city policies you can do. There's a ton of things in here. The main thing I'm going to do right at the beginning of the game is just encourage biking. That gets people to bike instead of driving to work. And I think that's all I'm going to do to start. And then I don't need to set any of these just yet. I'll actually go a little bit before I actually start setting these because I need to start building parks, but I will eventually do the park one, eventually do recycling, things like that. Basically, it lowers the usage across the city, so it makes it easier to manage. All right. Oh, we need death care. Last piece. So when people die, they need a place to go. So under health, you can do a little crematorium. So that should take care of most of my needs. I don't want to put in, I don't really like putting in like landfills and cemeteries and things like that because it just takes forever to empty them, and once they get full, they're basically useless. Okay, let's continue this all the way down. And I tend to build these last two as commercial. Sometimes I'll do then 2 rows of offices, but it's too early in the game to do offices, so I'll just do residential throughout. And then if my commercial pops up, I'll throw some more commercial here. I don't know if I'm gonna do too much more industry here. I might. It's actually the wrong side of the road for me to be doing this. Normally I would do it on the right side because I have a little lane up here to get directly onto the highway. Music is a little intense. Look at these highways. So cool. This game does cycle, day-night cycle if you want. There is a way to turn that off if you're not a fan of it. I find it's harder to build at night, but for the most part, it's fine. And so you can kind of see all the little people, like taking advantage of all the the walkways and stuff like that. So they'll walk to work and things like that, which is like awesome because it keeps them off the roads. Eventually, I'll have metro spots in these two areas here. So this spot here will be a metro station. So they'll be able to walk over to here, jump on the metro, and then go over to this area over here or something. So eventually I'll do some mass transit. I normally tend to get 3 or 4 squares in before I start doing mass transit. And then we'll probably put a park down here. I'm thinking we should do a park here. And since Payback was the first one on, we'll probably make that Payback Park. Oh, gotta change my, the computer is happy paying 12% taxes and won't complain about anything higher. Like, so if you go to 13, it'll start complaining, too high taxes, but it doesn't complain at 12%. So it's a good idea to set that to 12 right at the beginning so that you don't lose money like I did. But as you can see, I'm going to be losing money. It'll eventually force me to take a loan or something, which I'll take. Let's see if I can start building a little bit on this side, just to start up some shenanigans. And then that'll get that going. What do I want to do? Thinking of City Park here. So the one thing you want to do is, one of the tricks to making money in this game is parks. Because depending on how you set the, like, they have to pay to go into a park. And you can set walkways and stuff like that. So in between areas like here to there, if I have a park walkway and they have to get from here to work, well, they pay to do it and they'll walk through it, and it's great. But if we go over here to parks, probably gonna do a park here. And I'm gonna go ahead and, this isn't something that needs to be in that zone, so I might be able to go around that way. Really, I want to do it here. Okay, and then we'll just do up the street a little bit. All right. If I knock, so that area of effect was for the industrial area. So if I wasn't careful there, I could have knocked that out of position. What I'm gonna do is grab this building, and I'm gonna move him up just a little bit. That way I can try and sneak a park entrance into that spot. So City Parks, these got these little tiny gates to enter, which is freaking awesome. And then we'll put one here. Yeah, that's fine. I just did a little. Alright, take that. That a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Put a little park in there. Like, I believe this is a little cafe, this is a restroom, and this one's a little booth for park information. Okay, set that in there. And I definitely crowd things together and all that kind of stuff. I'm not looking for the most beautiful thing ever. That's a good starter park just to get us started. And so now people that want to go from this side to this side will pay to do so. And so that's kind of why I do this big gap in between, is so that I can have them pay to go in between it. And eventually I'll put stuff on this side they really want and stuff on that side, and so they'll be roaming around like crazy, and it makes it so that you start making a whole lot of money. Alright, and since these are across the street from the industry area, it should start growing pretty quickly. And then we do have a mod to create crosswalks. So you just go over here and bam, now I've got a crosswalk there. Right in front of our thing. And parks bring up land value, which then makes the everybody else happier in the area, and the buildings will level up. So every building has like a level to it. So this is a level 1 out of 3. This is a level 1 out of 3. This is a level 1 out of 5. And that just makes it so that more and more people can move into it, and they become higher density and stuff like that. So you get stuff like this where they're really big buildings. And this guy's in the process of leveling up. I don't expect these ones to be leveling up anytime soon because I haven't started beautifying the areas. But that'll happen. And right now I just need population so that my numbers will start going up. But we should be pretty good. Like, this should level up to 4-star. I don't think I'm gonna get it to 5-star, but that's okay. We'll get there. And the higher level this park becomes, like, I'll drop the price of it. No, I'm not gonna drop the price because I'm out of money as it is. But eventually, once this gets to the thing, I'm gonna reject that for now. Once this gets to the higher ranks, it's worth more. So I could throw this all the way to the right and it'd be like $40 a ticket to go through, and they'll pay. They don't care. They're rich little crazy NPCs. On the idea of NPCs, we watched. Oh, I do have to change this. This is gonna be Payback Park. There you go, Payback. You got yourself a park. You can see all the people coming in and out, utilizing this path between the two sides. And you can do all kinds of creative ways of gating off content or gating off areas with pay park doors. It's a good way to sometimes make like mass transit hubs. You can put the hub behind a gate, and they'll end up making money for you like nobody's business. Technically don't need this anymore, but I'll move it to somewhere where I could use it later. Okay, so I did want to come in here, and so you can make just a standard district. We'll reject for now because we're so close to making money. There's no point. So we're gonna make a district right here, kind of mirroring the other industrial district. This way we can set rules for it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take this down one block further, and we're gonna go over these little tabs. Let you set specializations. So in this case, we're gonna set it to industry for forest, since that's what we have. We'll click on that. Now this area, whenever you build industry, will build forest specific industry. You can also change like the commercial settings. So if you want it to be tourism or leisure or organic local produce, all that kind of stuff, you can set that too. In this case, I tend to do that a little bit later when you have a higher population. Tourisms will stay open, and they also cause tourism will attract tourists, but they will also go out of business if you don't have enough tourists. So that one is one you got to balance. You can't just put tourism everywhere. Um, leisure is it causes noise pollution, and they stay open 24/7, so you get more taxes out of it, I believe. Organic, it's like they try to sell local goods. Truck traffic is reduced, and increases electrical consumption and reduces garbage. And then so this is kind of the if you for offices you could do IT clusters. They require 50% less workers, but they consume 30% more electricity, but they also generate 30% more tax revenue. And then last one is self-sufficient buildings. They consume less power, less garbage, and generate less income. But they look cool. So we'll have a couple of those. It's just better to start out with the standard stuff and work your way towards that. Okay, so that's building up. That's building up. We do have a need for commercial, so we're going to go ahead and load this with commercial, and then we're going to throw in a couple things of industry here. And you'll see they'll make like this is now an industry area, even though it's just a bunch of trees. It's just a little forest field. It'll generate consumer products for you and stuff, which is nice. Do, 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 do. Payback's Park is gaining. Look, we're gaining money. What'd that take? Didn't take any time at all. Nope, reject. I don't need it. Go all the way down here. And then these two will be commercial, which I may regret putting that there. So I have this little generator. And see if it'll do it. Okay, there you go. Not gonna get me enough space over that way. What if I do up there? Ah, there you go. Nice. And then I'll start growing commercial over here right away. So you can see we've just did a bunch of commercial here. All this industry filled out real quickly. And commercial is becoming more and more of a, we want this right now, so let's go ahead and throw in a couple pieces of commercial here as well. Those I'll eventually probably turn into something else. Maybe I'll keep them as commercial, we'll see. We leveled up on our forestry area. And so now we need a bunch of jobs and more production, and that'll get leveled up, and then basically less pollution is the goal when it levels up, and then it becomes more efficient and all that. Alright, we got everything growing. Oh, I love these freaking freeways. So I've got those connected down there, right? Yeah, I do. Good. Reject. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. So you're starting to fill out. Look at how many people are going through here. Oh, this music, come on. What are you doing to me? But yeah, they should be able to go in and out, and then they can cross the roads there, go to all the little places there. Sweet. This is definitely working the way I want it to. The music's a little intense in this game. It's like it doesn't need to be that intense. I'm just building a city. Alright, so we filled in, like, now little industrial things will show up where it's just for like one worker, but it's still good. Basically use as much land as you can. Are we ready for a high resident or a high capacity commercial yet? Let's see. So come in here, we'll delete this. So we got rid of all the low density. Now we're trying some high density to see if we have enough of a consumer base to support it and hopefully help drive down this commercial demand. Do we have enough workers? We definitely have enough workers for it. It looks like we might even have well-educated workers. What is... Yes, you don't need to... You don't need this, like, in my face. Why is that in my face like that? That is gonna drive me crazy. And then jump over here to education. We've got 0% highly educated, 8% well educated, 9% educated, and 83% not so much. But they're still new. We've got capacity for it, so it's not lack of trying. We have 0 capacity for universities. I don't tend to build them at the beginning of the game. They just suck down a lot of money. Definitely want to check out that flow of traffic coming in. We're still early. I don't have to worry too much about traffic management. All right. Oh, look. We're at 33,000. I didn't even notice. So I'm just going to start whacking out this small commercial or low density commercial and throwing in some higher density stuff instead, just to bring down the demand. Okay, this park is probably going to need more. Yeah, it is. It needs just a little bit more stuff. We can do something like pull a door here. There you go. Do ourselves a couple little gazebos over here by the street. Actually, put a little cafe on this side too. I do have building anarchy on, which basically lets you like it's kind of like coloring within the lines. You don't have to color within the lines, which is nice because I tend to snug things together and stuff like that. Let's do, so 3 will be right there. Let's end this like right here. That should be well more than enough that we'll need for that. Okay, and so these guys have a crosswalk going to that. Cool. We'll make a Lord Ender Park down here. That way we can have some water pieces to it. You know what we should do? Now that we've got some money coming in, let's build like some fish. What do we got? We've got anchovy fishing. We can build an anchovy farm right here. And then let's go ahead and do... I need one-way roads. Okay, and then go into here. And you have to build the route that the anchovy fisherman will go. Since anchovy fishing is tier 1, it shouldn't actually need to be a very large route. So we'll follow the boat and see. Even follow the boat. It goes around. You just want the efficiency to be 100%. So you don't want them to waste too much time on the water if they're full. So it looks like I'm going to have to probably cut this one short just a little bit. Yeah. That last little oomph they didn't need. So I'll go in here and we'll just take this from here to there. That should do it. What we'll do is we'll follow this boat here. He'll finish it out. To get to perfect. Don't need to touch that anymore. And so fish, they'll just export and sell if I don't make any buildings for it. But technically you could build some processing plants. So you could do a fish market where the fish will go straight to the consumer. Or you can do a fish factory, which will turn the fish into commercial goods. I think what we could do is put something here. And then what we're going to want to do is build a park here. So I can get people across. So let's go ahead and build a park. Park. A little smaller. Okay, and then we'll have this kind of have some water elements to it, since we've got water there, and maybe even fill in this area here with some park stuff. Okay. I'm going to start it off with just the city park. Exit and entrance. We'll go here and here. Not exactly straight. Drives me a little bit crazy. And then that way the houses and stuff on this side and can get to this fishing area. Max, I got really confused and thought you were gonna try to fish for vegetables. They do have like kelp farms and stuff like that. Hey Flame, I'm gonna make a park after you because I just made this park. So this is Flame X's park. Flame XZ Parkway Park. There you go. Welcome. All right, so now they'll walk across that and make us a bunch of money. All right, Payback's park's doing well. Flame's park's doing okay. How you doing today, Flame? By the way. What we're gonna do is we need to fill this park out a little bit. We can do a double if we wanted to go from there to there. No, we wouldn't need to. We can go down the middle. There we go. That's what we'll do. Put a piece there and an entrance there. Okay. Now multiple people can. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Having a good Sunday? It's Sunday, right? Yeah, it is. And then I think we have a couple piers we can put out here so that people can watch the fishing boats go by. I am doing well. I decided I'd do a little bit of single player stream before we do our Star Citizen stuff tonight. Little bouncy house. Everybody wants a bouncy house. Put that there. 2 bouncy houses in the middle. Little cafe. We'll put the cafe here. We'll put the restrooms at the entrance. This is your park so far. We'll be adding more to it as we get a little bit more money and stuff like that, and as it needs it. Currently, we don't need it at the moment. Oh, that reminds me. Now that we're actually making money, let's jump into policies and make it so people actually like parks. So there's these 2 policies. It's parks and recreation. Recreation increases the land value from parks and also increases the budget. And this will prefer parks will draw 10% more visitors, which is all money in the bank for us. Because every time they walk through this gate, we make money. So that is the key to that's the whole strategy I have for the way that I build. I build these little hubs, and then in between I build money makers. So I make like park pieces that connect them. I'll make mass transit pieces, things like that. Fishing thing's good there. Forestry's doing good. I think we're gonna need, yeah, we need just a couple more buildings. What can we do? What building can we do? Maybe here? Can we do a building here? Buildings. Or here. Need kind of a bigger building. This is gonna give me, how many workers? 25? I don't think that's enough. Yeah, 25 is enough actually. So we'll do that. There you go. Nice. Payback's Park's doing well. We're gonna go ahead and make his. We're gonna add an advertising campaign. We're gonna make it a main park. Advertising makes it so more people come. Main park makes it so basically you can spread this across the every single park as your main park, and it just gives them more money and stuff. You can do celebration, which doesn't cost anything, just adds fireworks. You can do night tours, which gives more stuff at night, but also adds increase of other stuff, uh, uh, increase in upkeep. Even more fun, we won't do because we don't have any amusement park buildings in this one, and recycling garbage, we don't have any nature buildings, so we won't do that. Same with animal ethics is for zoos. We don't have any zoos at the moment. This one is doing well. Flame updated. So, what do we want to put in here? I think I want to add some. I like some of the parks from the nature reserve. They look really good. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna move this one. Come on, turn around. Thank you. Half of it's in the water. That's alright. Should get over it. The kids should get washed away. Yeah, there we go. And so the move it mod lets me move those up and down. So, like this guy is too high up, we'll move him back down so that people can actually get in and out of the place. Computer isn't too fussy on that. It'll do what it wants to do. So if it needs to get to one of those things, it'll get there. Okay, so we're doing high demand in industry at the moment. What do I want to do? I kind of want to build an industry up there. Do like farming or something. Alright. So we go over to our template. This is our template over here for our road design and everything. Go to our move it mod, and we will grab everything except for build it. So we're just surfaces, trees, nodes, and segments. When we highlight this, we just get those, and then we hit copy. And then the way that I've built these is so that they can just stack. So they connect right there. So all I do is come over here. We've got one of these little roundabouts right here. I just build it here. Sometimes it's nice to go over one that you've already got to make sure you're doing it the same as that one. So like if you need to tilt it a little bit, that should be good. That way that it's all straight. And then bam. Normally I don't have the trees, but I did add a bunch of trees to this specific build. And so now we have a new section that we can start building on. So all we do is we go over here, we connect up this bottom piece. I'm gonna do this one, no, not this one. So 4-lane with bike support. So the green on the side is for bike riders and stuff like that. And then I need a park path. I use the zoo one because it does this cool like wooden thing to it. Hey, come on. Cooperate. Thank you. That's not cooperating. That's destroying what I had made before, but now it's cooperating. All right, so now the users down here can get up into, use this little ramp, go all the way underneath the thing, and get into this area here. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to make something, I don't know yet, make sense to flame. Design looks good for those roundabouts in the middle. I think so. I've been using this particular style for a while. I've just been iterating on it until I've gotten to the current form, which is this one I made yesterday. And I think I've maximized traffic. I haven't done heavy load on it yet, so we'll see. But I think I've got traffic moving fairly consistently throughout, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. So normally I would hook these up. Well, I'll just do a dirty job real quick and hook these up. This is not what the final product will be. I will eventually come in and knock out this entire line and make another line or something. But for now, we'll do a dirty hookup. And then all we're gonna do is go here, and then there, and then do one from here to there, there to here. So you do this one first. Something like that, and then I would do from here and I'll fix this up a little bit with the move it mod. Take this and move it back. Kind of steep, but not the end of the world. So that goes up and over. This needs to go down here. Can I move that a little bit? Yeah, I can. And then there should be another point here, and then make that one down. Still slamming into that. Let's take this one and this one and bring those up a little bit. Again, not final design because really I'm not at final design yet. I'm not even going to use this piece for the most part. This is just really just to hook these up so we have more connections. Let's do farmland over here because we need some cows in this place. You know, Plains Park is doing well. So he's got 4 stars. He levels up soon, so that'll be cool. All right, let's make a farm. Same thing we did here before with industry. We grabbed the industry paint tool. So we're gonna paint this whole side farmland. So we got farmland, and then we want to make it kind of go out a little bit more because the farmland takes up some space. Let's go ahead and cap that side. All right, and then we want to do a standard one as well. And this will just, so when I build industry within it, it stays farmland. So we go to this industry, we click the little farm, bam. Now we've got farm. We can actually change this to organic and local produce as well. So we need another thing. We've got a ton of money too. That forestry industry that we did frickin' makes a bajillion bucks. So we're gonna start. This is our farm. And then I forgot, I need to do every 2. So we're gonna do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. 1, 2. Wait. That's okay. I'll just switch it. Oh, 1 more. And that should be fine. And what we'll do is switch this to a standard road. Go over to industry, and then they have these little farm worker barracks, which bring up the efficiency of all the farms. So you kind of want to stack them. Kind of want to have multiple. Did I not make that long enough? I saw you wanted to go that direction. You suck. They're gonna make me break it. That's fine. Why don't we just break it? So take this, bring it all the way across. Yeah, okay. Now when I do this, oh, there's something blocking it there? You, what are you doing to me? Building. Move over, thank you. Now let's try this again. I hate when it does that. Well, I can move 1 building, I can move multiple. One there. Alright, now take that. Bam. 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 And then bam. Oh yeah. Damn. I forgot. I have limited money. I shouldn't be spamming all that crap. But that's the way I roll. I spam it a little bit. So let's do here. Yeah, that'll do. I know, right? We're all just a little spammy. We all get excited. We're like, I'm going to build this entire complex in 1 sitting. And then I'm like, oh, I don't have enough money for that. Whoops. Alright. That's covered. We do need power. Wait, we're out of power? Seriously? Oh, it's on fire. I have a fire station. They'll put it out. Come on. There they are. Everybody's got power again. Sewage is fixed. Power is fixed. Power should be fixed. Oh shoot. So instead of buying a new power plant, I'm just gonna up the budget on electricity. We should also check our other levels for everything else. Power, water is good. Death care, garbage, we can probably up that. Up the budget. Just ups the efficiency of the buildings when you do that, so you don't have to build, like I don't have to build a new power plant now. So if I check, my efficiency now is up. So now all these places are getting power again. Alright, and then so here we can also build like a couple farm places there, just for giggles. Farms, we can't really build. Oh, we can build some large crops. That'll do. What do we want this to be? Let's do oranges, wheat, potatoes. Potatoes are delicious. Look, you can even see people are walking to work here. That is so good. Like, cause I just made that and they're walking already. Traffic's it's moving. It's a lot of traffic, but it's moving. Something just leveled up. Oh, Flames Park. Sweet. So my forestry industry will level up once we hit this production level. And then for farming, where's our farms? Let's go ahead and add the logistical shenanigans. And then as we keep making money, which we are, we'll just keep throwing out more crop places because we need a ton. Alright. Then we'll build cows on this side. Let's go ahead and don't normally build that up until after I filled out the area, but it's no harm building it up now. Yeah, we're not going to get a lot of tourists in until I hook up this train line and we get some of that going. That'll be a little bit. Let's see. So we got that going. Let's go with a couple cows. We go bam, 2, 3. Make 3 cows. Here's king cow. Leah cow, which is my wife. And there's that ops guy. And Flame, you get a cow too. And then we'll throw Payback in there too, and Ender as well. And then Ender. Right. So those cows will stay there. So I'll be like years and years into it, and you know, the cow doesn't die, so it'll always have my name there. All right, what do we got going here? So we've got a lot of these buildings leveling up, which is great. You can see people are using all the walkways that we've done, which is really good because the whole point of these areas is really good walkways. And then we should put some commercial on this side. Actually, do we want to change? We won't change that just yet. Oh, we can actually delete this and put in high density commercial, which should help. Okay, so we have some sewage problems. So we added that. Should fix it up right away. Yep, good to go. Alright, now we got some high density down there as well. So, Flame updated. Oh, look at that. So Payback's Park is now 5 stars. Now you bump it up to max money. Good to go. That will now be part of the reason why we're in the green. Why are these sitting here still? Not enough natural resources. Oh my god, I did it again. Are you gonna refund me some of this? No, I'm doing this all with no refund. I hate when I do this. So, when you build industry, you want to do it in a place where you actually have um, the natural resource. And in this, it's what is it? It's farm resource or whatever. Here it is. Not that one. This one. No. This one. Ground resources. So you can do fertile land is what you need to do in these areas. The problem is that I have a bunch of trees, so I have to remove all the trees. We're just gonna go to the move it mod here, and I'm gonna select this whole area, and we're gonna delete all the trees. The trees are gone. Now we go over here to fertile land, and now it's gonna turn. You can't see it at night, but just imagine all this land turning yellow. So now, that's so funny that I did that. I did that in my practice game too. So, whoops. So now you can see it's got this whole yellow, like this is a good place to plant this. And so if I go over here and plant a large crop, it's going to say yield is going to be about 11,000 a month, which is what you want. And before it was gaining 0. So mistakes happen. But I wasn't gaining any resources that whole time from this. Oh, I do that very often. And so I'll rebuild all that. Time is it 2? Yeah, I'll probably play for another hour or so. I got everything's growing pretty well there. Forestry area is doing well. It's gonna level up. Now it's starting to produce. Awesome. Okay. But see, we're making money really quickly now, so that little mistake, just a little setback. Not a really big deal. That is definitely a king cat. There's some services I ignore, like mail. That was added in one of the expansions, and I'm just not the biggest fan of adding that much traffic. They have a ton of trucks, so maybe someday I'll put it in. Depending on how my traffic is. They are using all of these walkabouts. These are so great. I love when they do that. And these guys are headed over that way. Cool. Flames Park is good. It'll level up to 5. Sweet. Don't have to change that one. Alright, so we're still working on this farming one. I do need to put in a couple of these little efficiency builders. So I just built a flour mill, which will turn crops into flour. So I'll take this resource here and turn it into flour, which just sells for more. I think we did level up here. Yep, we're on second level of that one. We have a lot of demand for industry right now. What I'll do is fill out a couple more rows here. Okay, what's next? This is the cattle shed. This turns grass into animal products. Then we have the milking parlor, which turns grass into animal products. So it's just an upgraded version of that other one. But again, they all give jobs, so you make multiple copies of them on purpose. Where do we want to put this one? Well, let's start coming up this way. And then this is the slaughterhouse. We'll put that next to the cows here. And then we're going to build a couple more cow areas right here, because we need more cows. And then a couple more. Ooh, let's put some fruits in. Alright, don't have any fruits. Alright. What do we got? We got orange trees. Let's change this up to some apple trees. Some pears. And we'll keep more oranges. Because I'm in California, we like oranges. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. We got pretty good traffic around here. Not the worst. Not the. Oh, here we go. This is my little shortcut that I would build between these two areas. So what you do is you take this, go underneath the highway system, bring this across, and set it up there. And then you go over on this side, get rid of all snapping because it just snaps like a mother. Take that, go all the way over, and then up. Now people can go back and forth without having to get on the highway. Just a nice little thing to do every now and then to make it so that people can get from place to place. Probably don't need to add more traffic to this road, to be honest. This is the road where all the crops and stuff are being stored, so this will get really crowded. I might put another one up here. If I'm honest, it's a good idea. Let's put a grain silo right here on this road. Yeah, this is a standard road, so we'll put it there. And then yeah, we can put more there. I'm gonna fill that because by the time once this traffic will die down once this is filled up a little bit. And then we want to build another one of these efficiency buildings like right here. That'll do. These are in the middle of the street. I can have that yard going into that. That's not a big deal. And that's fine. Alright, so this one should level up pretty quickly. We've got a ton going through it. We've got up to 1,200 workers worth. We've already got 800 workers in this place. Jeebus, they definitely did have a high demand for workers. So let's go ahead and add. So on this side, we're gonna take this district and just bring it on over here. We'll add some new rules to it. I'm gonna add in the organic rule, which they already have, but I'm gonna put in the self-sufficient buildings on this side. So we'll do organic and self-sufficient. So we'll do a couple of those, and then let's build up some housing over on this side. And then I think these people need like a police station on this side as well. So we'll do a fire station and a police station. And then it does look like I'm going to need to build another power plant. And I normally just stack geothermal power plants until I've got enough to build the fusion reactor. We need more water. Water. I'm loving how this so I did iterate on this highway design as well, and it seems to be working pretty well. Because what would happen was people would get into here and they'd use this spot here to turn around, so I moved a turnaround spot over here because it's driving me crazy. Like, stop turning around here, it stops the traffic from going that direction. Okay, so we got that going. They're looking for more workers, which means we should start getting more residents. Technically, I could fill this whole area up with and then fill this area here. God, what's up with this music in this game? I never played this game with music, and this music is like just out of control loud and like intense in your face, and it's like, I don't need that, thanks. I just wanted some noise in there so that it wasn't just me being crazy. Alright, let's put this here. This should get them to start building out a little bit, maybe. There we go. And they're using this street, right? Yeah, good. That is so cool. So Flame, have you played this game at all? Let's see, so trash. I may have to do another trash thing. I know I'm gonna have to do death care soon. Yeah, we should build these like large advanced crematoriums that I use. I think that goes through now, so I'm gonna have to start putting these down at the bottom, I think. Nothing like a crematorium right next to the water. I actually haven't played. Cool. Yeah. This is my go-to, like, I need to just chill. And so now your park is leveled up. Now it costs $40 to go into your park. And expenses for your park is 400 and the income is 5,500. It's freaking beautiful. And on that note, let's see if we can get a park maintenance building put in. Yeah, so we can put a park maintenance building here. So they'll start, so this will bring like a couple, these maintenance trucks over to the parks and make them even more attractive for people to go to. And then if we go to our roads, there's a road maintenance building. And that will make our roads faster. It ups the speed limit. So little road maintenance vehicles pop out of that. Alright, the forestry's doing well. This farm is on fire. It's just producing like nobody's business. We've got that. What else do we need to be building? We're 12,000 people. Should I build a temporary college? I think I will. I'll build a temp college. And the reason why it's a temporary college is because you want to build a full campus and it takes like a ton of money and a lot of space. But I don't want to do that at the beginning of the game. We only have 13,000 people. So it's probably best to just do a university, throw it in here. That'll give our capacity up to something? 4,500, and we have 4,600 people that are eligible, so that's okay. That at least means I can start putting in offices soon, because they need to have a higher education for offices. I want to put a park down here or something. It's such a big area. Maybe a stadium? How much is a stadium? Stadium costs 200,000? Or should we start thinking about how do we bring tourists into the city? We could build a marina. We should build a marina. A little harbor. If I put the harbor right, let's go ahead and use the Move It mod. And then let's bring it up. Up. Okay. I'm gonna do something kind of crazy with this one, I think. Bring it over and then up again. There you go. I'm trying to make it so that the roads won't connect on purpose. And then I'm going to use highway ramps to connect this street to here. And then connect this street to here. The reason why you do that is pedestrians can't walk on highway ramps. And so I have a park that's a Flames Park right here. And I did pull it around to this side. So what I'll do is a nifty little trick for making money off of these people that get here on the cruise. Is we'll put a entrance here and an exit right here. And they'll basically, let's see what I'm going to put in here. Put a little bathroom in there, a little cafe. Everybody loves cafes. Put 2 cafes in there, why not? And so, when they get off of the cruise ship, they'll now cross this, go this way to get into the city. So they're gonna pay us every time they come into the city. I should be able to, yep, I'll just add a crossing right there. Let's see if that worked. This may be too close. I've never tried to cut it this close before. So, if it doesn't work, that's why. Is that a cruise ship out there? It is! And if you're like, how does that cruise ship have 1,000 people on it? I think the default's like 100 people. But I do have a mod that lets me edit how many passengers it can have. It does up the maintenance price on them to kind of make up for it. But I just hated like 100 to me. Just it's too much real estate for only 100 people to show up. Well, we already got people using it. Okay, so that would assume it's working. They could technically get in a car and just drive. That's true. So not all of them are going to pay, but most of them will just walk right across the street. We'll see next time a cruise ship shows up. We are having some sewer issues. Good. Add another sewer pipe here. Oh, I knew that was going to happen eventually. We are going to start flooding ourselves out here. I'm adding so much water to the system. So I may have to start dumping into here versus dumping into here. But it didn't flood too bad. Where is a cruise ship? There's one. Alright, so he's dropping off 400 people. Look at how many. Oh my god, that was so many people. That was so many people. It was glorious. And you can see like a bunch of them will get in cars and then they'll head off that way. But that was, most of them walked. And that's the key, like one of the keys to this game is like the citizens will walk. They don't need to drive to most places. So if you can make it make everything accessible via walking, they'll do it. Okay, so we've done one. I think I do need to make another power. Yeah, or another trash thing. So we're gonna make a trash right here. So I tend to make them off of this road. And then there you go. And then do trash. Perfect. we're gonna do our first offices now. That's what this cyan one. Cyan, it's when you have enough high educated people that you start building offices. Let's do. All right, that looks good. Power schmower. Okay, yeah, you do need power. Okay. I do believe if that whole expansion works the way it's supposed to, I'm gonna need more power, so I'm gonna pop in another power plant. Our farm upgraded or our foundry upgraded. Now this is all maxed out. That's just gonna make us money hand over fist. So over on this side, we need to put in some services like medical center and some fire protection and a police station. We'll also put in a library. I've got a special small public library because the one that comes with the game public library is a huge building. It just doesn't fit for me. I need small buildings. So like this small public library is super small, and it fits in my little circles of death, whatever the hell you want to call them, roundabouts. And that just makes their education more efficient? Question mark? Oh, there's a book fair. Not that one. We'll do park maintenance boost. Well, oh, we should start doing the recycling stuff. Maybe even power usage and water usage. Let's just go ham on all the things. So power usage basically higher upkeep for buildings, but lowers the amount of consumption. Same for water usage. Smoke detectors lower significantly risks of fire. Recycling just makes it, your recycling plants more. Boost that. Education boost. We're not going to do this one because it increases the education budget, and education is already super expensive. But it also prioritizes education over working for young adults, which I would have this on if I had my own huge university, but I only have one small one, and it's already at capacity. So recreational use, yeah, we'll do that, sure. That moderately, slightly increased tax income, moderately increased tourism, slightly reduces crime rate, and increases policing budget by 15%. So tends to be good. I never do free public transit. I've done it before in the past. It just doesn't seem to do as much as I want it to do. Like it ups you like 10%, and it's not enough to lose a bajillion dollars just for 10% traffic. School's out, people will not go to universities and stuff, so not gonna do that one. Harsh prison sentence, I'm not that guy. There are snow levels in this game, so you do like insulation and heating and all that kind of stuff. I'm not on a snow level, so I don't have to worry about those three. Prefer ferries. I've never built a ferry. High ticket prices. Maybe someday. I don't know. Educational blimps. I don't have any blimps, but maybe. Free Wi-Fi. Some point I'll do this one. I'll add mail in at some point. Mail buildings do fit in my little circles of danger there, so I'll do it. For-profit education, nope. Book fair, that's the one. This increases libraries. It increases the upkeep, but increases the happiness and entertainment. And then fishing licenses, hell yeah, do it. Okay, so we're out of power again. What are you doing? No, you're not out of power. You're just messing with me. There you go. Okay, so we have death care. The crematorium, we've got that. Got a park here, got a park here. One of the other things we could do is we could build a park here. And then what we can do is make an entrance here, but also put an entrance on this side. But there's no residential on that side, so they're really... Well, you could get people going from there through that park to this park, maybe? I don't know. I might do it later. I'll leave it open for now. These are the green sustainable buildings. Oh, we're making so much money. Let's do this. Let's turn on high-tech housing. This slightly increases land value, but also raises upkeep. So, but we're making tons of money right now, so not gonna worry about that. Traffic seems to be going pretty well. I need to think about shipping. So industry likes to get out of your city. So industry will jump on the freeway and export your goods out of the city. The thing that, you want to kind of do to make that even better is do like what? What are you going to do? Why is this not enough buyers of the product? That's fine. Is railway. And so there's a rail over here I could connect to, and that could bring trains in, and they can use trains to get the goods out, which might not be a bad thing to do, like right here. Think about that. Just a straight shot right off over to there, and then have... What would I do? So if I put it there, I could do some kind of... See, the thing is the second you place one down, your traffic in that area goes up significantly. I'm trying to figure out where a good place for it to live would be. Went here, go to trains, cargo station. I wouldn't want to put it there, but I could flip it around. I'll think about that. I am going to AFK for like 3 minutes. I will be right back. I'm going to set this on a shot looking at some cows. Let's make it so that they don't move so loud. I'll be right back. Oh, I'll put a little sign up on my thing saying I'm AFK. Oh, screen's gonna move for just a second. Take this and let's copy it. Oh, just paste duplicate. And so I should have two. Yep. No, this one. Where'd it go? This one. Move it. What are you doing? Move this box. There you go. There you go. And then this one is good. This one I'm going to edit. Properties. There you go. Now let's go back to that shot, and I will AFK real quick. Do, 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 do. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's hide that little thing. Alright, cool. What are we gonna do now? Let's think about. Do I want... I should come back out to here. Get a third one going there. Since I've got enough industry there. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, and then I'm also gonna put this there. What in the tarnation, Black Cat? Hey, Elvis. I'm doing a solo thing before we do some other shenanigans, you know? This is kind of I'm relaxing before the storm. Unlike that ops guy, I don't have a lot of things going on the weekend, so sometimes I like to get in here. Can you hear me now? Am I speaking? I think I'm speaking. Says it. I'm speaking. Elvis, Black Cat, you can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, this is kind of my chill game. And it's a new city I just created. Yeah, exactly, Black Cat. That's it. You gotta get into the right mindset. But we just started this city on the stream however long ago. 2 hours ago. So we're already up to population 18,000. We've got ourselves a farm over here. Let's see if we can find any of the named cows. Well, you know what, the one thing we can do is Elvis is here. And then here's another cow. We'll call him Black Cat. The Black Cat cow. Sounds good, Black Cat. But I named a bunch of these somewhere in here. Now I've lost them. There's King Cow. And Leah Cow. And that Ops guy. And Flame. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm as... I haven't seen anything, like, on it or anything. So I don't know. You are a cow, Elvis. Your dreams have come true. Alright, so... let's put a capper on that for now. So basically what I do is I have these segments that I've built out over time, and I found a good way to create my city using these segments. So all I do is I have a template over here. I copy it and paste it every time I want to expand the city a little bit more. Later, Black Cat. I'll see you in a couple hours. And so, Elvis, I'll make you a park right here. You're gonna have a park right there. Because what you do is you end up building out this entire block with homes and all that kind of stuff. But in between it, you do all kinds of weird things because The people on this side want to go to this side and vice versa, but you want to make them pay for it. So like in this case, they're going through this little park entrance. Every time they do that, they give me 40 bucks. So every single person. So you do that strategically around all these areas, and you end up making a lot of money off of people just wanting to go from this shop over to this work area or something. Sneaky, but it's what we do. Like we do it big time here. Let's see if there's a. Here comes a cruise ship. It's got 500 people on it. Oh, they're going to Lake Dale. They're not going to ours. How about this one? This one. This one's going to ours. So it's got 400 passengers on it. And I can make it go faster. And here's our little harbor right here. So they're going to come in here and dump off those 403 people. And here's another park entrance. So they have to pay to go in this entrance. Now watch him drop off his people. And you're going to see a flood of people come out. And straight in. $40, $40, $40. I can't even say how many $40 that was. It's so evil. But what I did was, the computer would rather walk to places than do anything. So I made these streets out of highway on-ramps. So pedestrians don't walk on highway on-ramps. I mean, they do here in California, but that's because they're crazy. In the game, they don't. Alright, so I do have a lot of demand going on for everything at the moment, so we're gonna build up... I'm gonna build up offices and stuff like that on this side. So we're gonna go... This is commercial, high density commercial. Then I do 2 rows of offices. And then housing. Commercial and offices. Now we're not going to have any water to this place. Oh, do you not have snap on? Turn snap on. Fix that later. And then these guys don't have any power, so let's go ahead and put a power thing there. That'll get power across. So that's gonna build up. They'll head that way. They're all connected. That road is connected. Okay, good. And then in here, this is a pretty large distance. Elvis, if you had to choose, would you like to have a city park, a amusement park, a zoo, or a nature reserve? Nature reserve it is. Alright. We'll do it up here. Park, park. Little bit of nature reserve. That's a pretty big nature reserve. I'm not going to make that size. Let's do that. That's good. So, We're gonna want this to be offset. Probably here. Alright, so let's bring this around over here. And then take a road. Because these things tend to drag a lot of people. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of separate it a little bit so that people can get in and out. All right, we've got our nature reserve. Okay. That's kind of how I want to do it for now, actually. Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll do some city gates to get into it on this side and some city gates to get into it on this side. Go there and there and there. Yeah. Back to the nature reserve. I like the big forest. Those look cool. Let's put up a couple cabins. People love observation towers. Put these there. Yeah. And then put a couple campers and tents along the side of those rocks. Everybody wants to take a thing next to some rocks. Okay. Alright, you're all set. It's already getting a ton of people. And so like I was saying before, they'll use this pathway just to cross through. to the other side, and we'll make money off of it. Good times. I love it. Alright, so we've got Payback's at 5. He's making $40 a ticket. He's making 20,000 in his. How about Flame's making 16,000 in his? And then yours just leveled to 2. So once it gets higher, you're already making money for me, but once it gets higher, we'll bump this to the highest price. I think that was our ranch is now 100% good to go. This place is destroying it. All right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about, so we're adding more stuff there. Actually have offices now. Yeah, cool. We've got enough workers for them. I kind of want to pull this railroad over into here. Ooh, what if we did that? What if we did take, okay, so I've got to figure this placement out. So we're gonna go with one way, go this way, go all the way around, and then what do I want to do? I like to use the national highway. So I have a highway in between highways here. So this national highway I like to use for industrial trucks. So you'll see once I set up so this is a cargo train station. So now what I need to do is I need to connect it to there. So we'll go let's start over here. I want to keep it here. Okay, so we've got it. We're headed over this direction. And then Rich Boy. Yeah, we're making lots of money at the moment. Definitely can't complain. Alright, so this should... So what's going to happen is these guys will start turning on this street, and then they'll be able to queue on this entire stretch, and then when they're done, they'll jump onto this little highway. And so let's see how this affects traffic in the area. Ooh, what about here? Okay, so this may actually have a negative impact on traffic because I do have an industry area over here that doesn't have a way onto that highway. So it's basically going to go here, up through here, all the way to here, and turn all the way back down here. All right, we'll see what it does to traffic. I'm interested to see this. Here comes the trucks. Basically, they drop off their cargo. Oh, do I have them backwards? Darn it. Whatever, doesn't matter. Here goes a full cargo train. Yeah, all full too. Nice. Out of the city. This will make me even more money because it'll get the goods out even faster. And it's gone. I can make more of those connections, which I may end up doing in this city, because it's not ideal the way that I have the trains lined up in the first place. So, uh, so I have the train station backwards because normally this guy would go in here and then they'd exit here, but because of the way I have it set up, they're coming in on the wrong side. Whatever. It's too much work to fix. And then they all get onto this little road here, and they go wherever the hell they want to go. Okay, how's this going? Look at this traffic. Excuse me. I mean, it's to be expected in these industrial areas to have a lot of traffic, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah? So this took a lot of work. What I first did was I didn't have this middle part at all, and I didn't have the middle part down there. I just had the upper part. It was fine. I was just getting inundated with too much traffic. So now it's like, oh, is there a way for me to make money off my stuff? And of course, you can do toll roads and stuff. And so I put in this middle road, and I put it at unlimited speed limit, so you can go as fast as you want. But I put a toll road on it, and it split the traffic in half. It worked really well. And then something happened with my PC. I think I upgraded, so I had to do a reinstall and everything. And when I did the reinstall, I had to rebuild the thing because I bugged out something on that map. And when I remade it, I was like, I didn't put the roads in, and they all started using all the different lanes. And I was like, what is going on? Why is this working so well? So I didn't have to incentivize them to use the center island or the center road. So they were just evenly splitting. It was really cool because it is not something that happens, to me when I was playing this game at all. I was like, ragging my brain on how am I going to fix all this traffic. And so this has worked out really well. The only congestion I'll get is on this right turn. This is the only spot that really gets congested, a little bit up in this area. So there are ways that I can mitigate that. I can make some turn-only lanes and things like that, which tend to get them to stop gumming up the works. But what I found out was this area here was the actual problem because the stuff was getting backed up from here, and it was making it so this wasn't moving. Moving slowly is okay. So when it stopped like this, that you're like, what the H is going on? And that's just because all of these trucks are basically coming from here. They're going out this way. They're coming up this way. They go to this top area and they do a U-turn. See, like these guys are doing? They're taking it all the way to the end, and then they're going down right here. Not ideal. Not ideal. What could I do to make them bypass that? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not that big of a deal yet. They're not stopping to some point where it's freaking me out. I'm freaking out, man. I mean, half of the traffic problem is because I have a forest industry that I built on the wrong side. Normally, I keep my industry on the right side because it's got easy access to the highway, and for whatever reason, I built this industry on the left side, which doesn't have easy access to traffic. Come on, guys. You can do this without clogging up traffic. Okay, so I was thinking of doing a this dude. Yes. So I could do this. Which would help alleviate some of the traffic. It would make this part a little bit more trafficy, but actually that's not a big deal. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm gonna put a seaport in. That should get some of the traffic away from that other port. So we're gonna put it here. And then let's bring in a road from here. And then where would I want to bring them back to? That's the question. So if I have them coming in here, this thing's going to get trafficy. I could bring this back in right there so that they turn in that way. And then basically change this intersection to yield and only let them turn right. Alright, that'll do. And then I can take this railroad straight down. Will that work? We are set up there. That is a tight turn, but it should work, and that's gonna work. Okay, let's see how this goes. I should probably put some water to it. And some power. Okay, and so this one's set up the right way. They're going in the closest one and out the other one. So the only thing that this could also do is it could pull traffic from here, which would be bad, but so far so good. And we know the train tracks work. Nice. Okay, trains work. I love it. I'm gonna set a 20-minute timer, and then I'm gonna call it in 20 minutes. I gotta hang out with the wife and eat pudding because she made this really good chocolate mousse. So I'm going to eat that before our stream tonight. Then I'll message that ops guy, make sure he's down to play tonight. I think he probably is, but we'll see. There we go. It's filling up. And then it's just money on top of money at this point. You know? What type of services? Like, what's going on here? We're doing well on power. Your nature preserve is at 4 stars. Water, we're doing okay on. Get rid of this little thing. Trash, we're doing so-so on. Health. No reds. We got some brown. That's. You're right there. Why are you sick? Death care is okay. Child care is not good. So yeah, we should start putting in child care buildings. Okay, that's a pretty large radius. Put one up here. And then elder care. Put that next to the recycling area. No message about that there. We'll put one of these here. Alright, so we got that. How about fire? Fire looks bad on this side. Look, you know, sometimes my people, they're not taking care of their kids. You know. Schools, what do we got? We got, oh, not enough elementary schools, that's for sure. High capacity elementary school. Bam. Wow, that's not even enough. Alright, we'll put one up here. That should be enough. Yep. High capacity high school. Yeah, I found that high capacity high schools don't really work as well. There we go. Oh, that wasn't a high school. Damn it. High school, high capacity, just put it there. Just ignore the building clipping off into the street. There you go. Okay. Alright, so we go ahead and start building this up again. Your nature reserve is killing it. I feel like a swimming pool. It's too big. Damn. Okay, so when do I want to start thinking about mass transit? I'll put one here. Yeah, right here. Alright. Yep, we got enough room to do it here. So let's put in some mass transit. We're going to jump over here, grab this, put that there. It's going to kind of... and then... I mean, I don't need that. I don't need mass transit yet. That's just a bill at the end of the day. Let's see how far this is getting backed up. Not far at all. This is pretty good. This is like constant flow, and there was no traffic in this area. This is not a bad idea to have it that way. And this one is still getting pretty steady traffic, and it's not too bad. And look, we fixed the traffic here. And we fixed the traffic here because these guys aren't going over this direction anymore. They're headed down here, which is technically the way the city flows. Is it flows south, right? So everybody goes here, goes down that way, goes all the way down this way, and then works their way back up. So that actually worked out pretty well, if I do say so myself. So we are at the millions part when it comes to money. So this is our current power situation. What I tend to do at this point is make sure I have enough. Yeah, fusion generator. Destroy all the power. And then I create, I just buy the fusion generator plant. We can put it all the way on the end, or we can put it here. We'll put it there. That'll work fine. So the fusion generator plant, the cool thing about that is it generates way more power than you'll ever freaking need. So what you do is you go to your budget and you take power and you drop it all the way to like 50%. And so even though it was really expensive, now it's not expensive at all. Boom. Everybody's got power. I don't have to worry about power for days. And then the only other thing I'd probably want to do is I've been doing green technology. Ooh, what did we do? What did we do? We knocked out power. Oh my god. That's cool. I do like to use the Garden of Eden thing to help kill pollution and stuff. Technically don't even have pollution issues. I didn't need to just spend all 2 million of my bucks. Oh, that's right. That's what I would do. In a case like this, you would take this spot underneath, and we would do something like oh my god, there's too many trees here. I can't see what's going on. Get out of here. So take this street and move it on. And then you need to make a roundabout here that peaks right here. How far was that? That was 140. And then I need to go 140 this way, 140 that way, 140 that way, 140 that way. Ugh. Okay, and then take out. See ya, Elvis. Have a good one. Yeah, we should be on, I think. I'll let you know in the thing if we don't. It's like a triangle. I haven't tried doing a thing like this before, this way. A roundabout that way. That's kind of odd. I don't really care, though. Kind of isn't that bad. Okay, so to do this, we would want to do a standard 2-lane or 3-lane. Let's do a 3-lane. Okay, and then take this. Okay. Technically should do a roundabout there, but that should be enough for now to connect the two. That'll get them up there, so I could... Trying to figure out a way to get rid of this whole thing here without causing too much traffic, and I think that might do it. Alright, now it should just be those, and then I can even have this go up that way, and this go down that way. I've diverted the entire flow, so they should go on that street, go down to here, and then from there they can get to wherever the hell they want to go. Okay. You're like, this is not a roundabout. It is not round. It's like a triangle about. But, or, I don't even know what you'd call that. But it seems to be flowing pretty well. Okay, so what you want to do here, the time being, is make that lane a little bigger so that people can come in and out. Give them dedicated turning lanes. There you go. Oh, what did I do there? I made that a mess. Okay, so we've got good traffic on that side. We've got good traffic at this side. Oh my god. Can we? I can't believe it. You don't need to stop here. Why are you stopping? Oh, because I have it set as a yield. But there's no yield. Just go. Everybody just go. Okay. Making money. Got that set up. So power's good. Oh, Elvis's park upgraded. Let's boost that to 40 bucks. I think it is time to... How much time do I have? Come on, timer. How many? 4 minutes? I can start mass transit. So this Metro Plaza is from one of the packs that you can buy. So we're gonna put this one here. And then we're gonna go into metros and set a metro up here. 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 Then I will connect all of these metros together. And I won't deal with the metros up there just yet. So the way I tend to do this is actually, yeah, you're right the first time. Oh yeah, you have to go out first because it bugs out if you try to do that too soon. Alright, that one's set. Then let's do this one first. Okay. And then straight shots from there to there. Okay. We go through here. Okay. I just saw the should just be the metro. So this one here that I just created. Line overview, metro line 1. This one has, no, I don't want, I mean, I guess that's not too bad. Okay. Alright, and then so I keep these lanes open to go to other metro hubs, because I will eventually build more metro hubs. And now we've got a bunch of people on that side, so what I want to do is set up park things. So I need to extend this park just a little bit. Okay. Set up park entrances down here. so that people can cross there to get to the metro. And that's a ton of passengers for a metro that just started. Yeah, look at how many people are using these things, and they'll transfer from one to the other too. So that is definitely the way you want to see it. First, right out the gate, filled with people. All right, cool. Anyways, we're gonna call it a wrap there. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments or anything about what I'm doing or anything like that, leave down below. Um, there's a lot of traffic here. Let's fix this real quick. Take your lanes, guys. Go around in circles and come back around the other way. At least that'll free them up a little bit. See, what you can do is do that. There you go. A little bit better. It's okay as long as they're in the roundabout. I'm not too bummed that they're behind a little bit. It should eventually clear that out because now that that lane is clear, you can kind of see it starting to have a better effect. Okay, cool. Yeah, that actually is a lot better now. Sometimes you just gotta force them to go in the different lanes. This would probably stop backing up if people would stop switching lanes here. Because, like, if they want to switch lanes, they can do it over there. They don't have to do it in that spot. Yeah, and that's kind of how I want this. I want this to be an optional. Yeah, that's cool. The one thing that doesn't work with this is that be, anybody who goes off of this is 100% has to turn. So it's not the best way to do it, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. This looks pretty damn good. We got a bajillion people using the look at that already. 600 people using the metro. Look at that. That's so many people. And they're all walking through this area to Elvis's freaking park and basically just giving me money for it. So I definitely cannot complain about that. I think I'm gonna put some offices right there. Oh, I should put a building, a monument of some sort. Let's do that before I forget. I want to do something small. Yeah. I put that in there. Technically, I can. It's just kind of adds some flavor. Cool. That totally works. Look at that. Look at how many people are down there. What line is that? Line overview for the metro. Who's got a bajillion people? This one has 200 people waiting. It's not the worst. That's not bad at all, actually. Line overview. Line overview. This one. Whoa, whoa, look at this. This one needs more. How many vehicles does it have on it? 0? Add a vehicle, add a vehicle, and add a vehicle. I think I accidentally removed the vehicle from that one. My bad. There they go. And then we'll have another one show up. This one should pick up 200. So it's going to take them a while to kind of fix this. Go ahead and add one more vehicle just to see if I can help fix this one a little bit. Wow, look at how many people are coming out of that. I think it's this one that has almost 1,000 people. Look at how many, oh my god! That's so many people. Where are they all going? They're all going to the Eden Project? Brittany, seriously, walk in a straight line. Guess it's not her fault. Wow, look at how many people are on this walkway. So if you haven't played this game, there's a lot of frickin' people. So she goes here, goes there, goes all the way down here to the Eden Project. Crazy. That's so many. Alright, well. I'm glad to see it. It's pretty cool. I love seeing that many people just walking from here all the way over to here. That's pretty cool. Let's check the lines. Okay, so that's finally cleared out. Okay, so I don't think this line needs 4 anymore. Yeah, we can remove 2 vehicles. I've got a couple people hanging around, but not enough to make me freak. No, just a couple. None. Sweet. So many people. Alright, now I'm getting out of here. Now that didn't divert my attention away. Thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that about the game, throw it down below. I'll probably be doing this like once a week, maybe. Like on the weekends when I get to play this game. And we'll probably see you later tonight with some Star Citizen. See what kind of shenanigans we get up to there. Later, you guys. Have a good one.